Welcome to my channel, beautifuls. I know it's been forever since I recorded a video. College has actually been kicking my little butt, but here's my routine that I've been doing every day on a daily basis. As always, I'm going to fleekify my brows, and I'm taking my NYX brow gel in the shade Espresso. This has been my absolute go-to lately. Anastasia has kind of just been kicked to the curb. Oh my god. I'm so sorry because that is my baby. But no, this is my go-to, and this is how I do my brows. I'm going to be doing a actual brow routine for you guys, so you guys can just have that video for reference, because I'm actually sick of putting this long part in the beginning of my videos. But I like to underline the bottom, the top, and then just fill in the brow. After filling them in, I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Pure Beige, and I'm using a flat concealer brush from e.l.f. and I'm just going to clean up the bottom. I don't like to do the top because I find that that is a bit too dramatic for me, so I'm just applying this to the bottom just to give me a more snatched brow. After the brows, I like to move on to the eyes. Using the same brush, I'm going in with the LA Girl concealer again, and I'm just blanking this out for the shadows. And then I'm setting it with the Laura Mercier translucent powder because this concealer creases like terribly, so I'm actually looking to get a new concealer. But this is what I've been doing as of lately. Shadows, I'm going to primarily be using the Violet Voss X Laura Lee palette, and I'm only going to be using two colors from this palette. First, I'm taking the color Britches, and I'm using that as a transition shade, and I'm using the Morphe E28 brush, I believe. Maybe that's wrong, but I'm using that as a transition color, and then I'm taking the shade Alabama, and I'm putting that in the outer V and crease area. And once I've pretty much laid the eyeshadow down, I like to just go in and make sure it's all blended out and that there are no harsh lines or blotchiness going on, and that's what I'm doing here. Next, I'm taking the Lime Crime Super Foils, and these are the colors Electric and Barbella. I'm taking the shade Barbella, and I'm putting this one on my lid. These are water activated, so I like to dip my brush in a bit of water and then put it on my lid, and I think this gives my look a nice touch of pop. I've really been in love with these super foils. Lime Crime actually sent me about 7 different ones, and I've been using them almost every day because they come in really funky colors and they give the look a really cute touch. Here I'm just taking some of the shade Alabama from earlier, and I'm blending that foil color with this one so that it doesn't look like it's just sitting on top and that it's more so a gradient and flowing together. Tickled Pink from the palette, and I'm putting this in my inner corner just a tad to give me a little bit of a mini highlight effect in here. For foundation, I mixed 2 different colors. I mixed the Fit Me in Golden Caramel and the L'Oreal one in Nut Brown, and I just mixed them together and applied them with my finger, and then I blend them out with my beauty blender. And for every day, I really don't like full coverage. As you can see, I didn't put too much, and it's just really sheer. You can still see some of my skin underneath. I like that look as opposed to just a flawless full face for school, so this is what I'm doing here. Apply my concealer to the areas that I want to be highlighted, which are under my eyes, my nose, my chin, and a bit on my forehead. Starting from the bottom, I am blending out that concealer, and I don't know why I like to start from the bottom and do everything in the middle first and then move on to eyes with the tip of my beauty blender. I used to think concealer was a bit too much, but honestly, just applying straight foundation to your face, I feel like that is so flat and like you don't have any depth to it, so like this is honestly a must. And using my powder and my sponge, I am gonna bake a bit under the eyes. I don't know why lately baking has been like taking my look up a notch. Like, I don't know, it's just something I like to do lately, and please excuse my roommate in the back. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of contouring. I just think it's too much for me, but lately I've been using the Hoola mattifying bronzer from, what is it, Benefit? Yeah, Benefit, and it's honestly just been doing numbers on my face. Like, I feel like a flawless little girl. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here, and I'm just blending that out and then brushing away this powder. It had a minute to bake. I don't like to bake too long because I don't want to look ghostly. And then taking my beauty blender, I'm just softening that contour a bit because I don't want to look too strong and snatched. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm gonna clean up the contour as well. I didn't apply concealer under here, but I like the effect the powder has as just like a cleanup method. So I'm just cleaning up and carving out that contour a bit, baby. To give my face a little bit more sauce, I'm taking a kabuki brush and one of my favorite bronzers just to give me a little more light, and this is the Betty Luminizer. A fluffy angled brush, I'm taking the same bronzer from earlier and I'm gonna contour my nose. And this was always something I wasn't too sure about, but I tried it like last week, and I don't know, it kind of gave my nose just a little slimmer look, a little more neat. I mean, I love my nose, it's one of my favorite features, but this honestly just did work on my face. And the highlighter that I've been using lately is Opal by Becca. It is just very beautiful and it's been my everyday go-to, and I'm using that and I'm applying it to my highlighted areas as well as my brow bone, and I just want to be shining on hoes, so you know. So as far as lashes go, I wouldn't typically wear lashes. I would just go super crazy on the mascara for the day. But in this video, I am going to be applying lashes because I have done it a few times. But for the most part, I don't like to put lashes on just so I'm not too glamorous for the kids, because I'm sure they couldn't handle it. But this is what I'm doing, and I'm using my L'Oreal. I think it's the Million Lashes one. It's really great. And I'm applying that, and then I'm taking these Salon Perfect lashes and I'm applying those. I don't know why I recorded this part because I suck at putting on lashes, but here's me struggling anyway. I'm taking a mauve toned liner and I'm just lining my lips really well. I have found lip liner to be so essential lately, and then I'm taking my lip liner and I don't know why my camera's shaking, but I'm taking my lip cream from NYX, and I think it's the shade Abu Dhabi, and then I'm applying that all over my lips. My lips are fabulous. Look at me, finished, finito, baby, we're done. I hope this video was enjoyed. If so, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more content.